Well, hello, Stampers. It's the Pampered Stamper coming to you from Schravenzande, the Netherlands. Did you know that I am one of the very, very few demonstrators in all of the world that is a demo in two countries? So I am building a business in Europe and I have a wonderful business in Canada. So I'm really excited about that. After Vienna on stage, I am really committed to making my business in Europe take off as well. So there's going to be lots of exciting information coming on about that. I just wanted to put it out there because I'm really, really excited about it. But today is Wednesday, and that means that we are stamping through my stash. And one of my customers ordered the Christmas Scotty bundle. So, you know, that traditional black Scotty dog with the little red bow for Christmas. It's just iconic Christmas and it's really a lot of fun. And I thought, you know what? It's high time that I played with that. And then I was given a cute little gift at our team gathering on Saturday, and that inspired me for sure to use it. So then I checked the retiring list, and guess what? That bundle is retiring. So if you want it, get it. Now, if you want to save money, you can take your chance and wait till December 1st because then the punch is 30% off. But if you buy the bundle, it's 10% off. So you're really not saving that much by buying the stamp set and the 30% off punch separately. Plus, you might miss out. So for the few dollars that you save, you might save $1 or $2. I would order it now and get them both. But let's have a look and see what this looks like. So here we have the Christmas Scotty stamp set. There's the Scotty dog in 3 positions. There's some pieces that you might not know what they are till you start playing with them. So I'll try to do them all. This one here is a present with a bow. Okay, now you wouldn't really think of it, but that's what it is. And then this piece here is the part that goes in for the collar for the dog. And yeah, so it's fun. And then this is the bow that there's a bow. There's 2 different ways to do the bow, one with the punch and one that you can stamp on the dog. So there's also a cool thing you could do with that plaid stamp, and it's called the kissing technique. And then the last thing I want to show you is this. So you can make a puffy Scotty dog. And I use the kissing technique to make that bow. But let's get started. We're going to get out my favorite tool, which is the Stamparatus. And so what I like to do first when I have a punch is you have a little thing here at the bottom of your punch that's what unlocks it. When I first got one of these punches, I'm not the only one, but I thought it was broken. So you turn it around and you unlock it. And then I should have cut this one in half, but you go like this, upside down, and then you punch. And then save those pieces. Now I am going to cut this because this won't fit on my Stamparatus. So let's cut it at about halfway. I don't have to measure, it's not that important. But now, instead of having to stamp precisely and punch every time, you could also do it this way. So now we're going to get the stamp. And I've got it here. Lay it in there. And that way you can do the dog and the bow in 2 different colors. And we're going to, well, no, we're not. I'm getting ahead of myself. So let's close that up, pick up the dog, put the piece back in. We're going to make the dog black, this one. And so the nice thing when you're using black ink, the Stamparatus is wonderful because you can layer on several layers of color, which is what you want. And I'm going to make a card with you today. First, I was just going to keep a simple short video, and I thought, no, you're going to want to see a card. Look, so here you can see there's a few dots in the dog, and we want them to be darker. So I can zoom in a little bit to make sure you can see that better. Let's have a look. See, you can see the dots around his eyes, and I'm just going to back this up a little bit. You can see the dots around his eyes and on his belly. We want him to be a nice black dog. So I'm just going to ink that up some more. Here, let's get that on. Would be nice if you could see it, right? Tap, 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 and flop it over. Give it a nice press. And here we go. Now we have a really nice black dog. Just fantastic. I am really liking that. I had to close my Facebook page because the notifications were dinging in. So I have the bow stamp here, and we're just going to lay it in. I'm going to move the dog. And my one light just broke today, so I'm hoping it doesn't get too dark outside. So I have the bow there, and I'm going to pick it up with the Stamparatus. Now we're going to put the bow in here, and I'm going to show you the kissing technique. So what that means is, well, we all know what kissing is, but with stamps, it means that I'm going to ink up this stamp, which is the plaid stamp, and I'll make sure I get the other one underneath where it needs to be. Let's have a look. Still not good. And I'm looking for the bow. There we go. Now we have them both. You know why I'm having problems, because I'm still zoomed in. So we're going to tap, 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 tap on the plaid, and then we're going to kiss. We're going to stamp on the other stamp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can see the pattern on there. And now we're going to look how cute that is. So now we have a plaid bow. Isn't that cute? And now I'm going to show you what it looks like if we just stamp it in plain old red. Oh, upside down. So now we're just going to stamp the whole thing in red. And I know I didn't do it perfectly, but you get the idea. It's not good at all. I'm way off. But I'm going to show you it on a finished dog so you can see that I do know how to do this. Here. Here he is with that stamped bow. Isn't that cute? And then here he is with the kissing bow. So that's fun. And we might as well just see what that whole plaid looks like. I'm going to turn this around now and lay this down. It's a good thing I turned my notifications off, because now my phone is just buzzing away. Life doesn't stop, does it? I'm just doing that, and that's just stamped off. Let's give it one more. So this is nice just for a background as well, see, to put the dog on. Isn't that cute? So it's nice to have a little red thing. You can cut it out with stitch squares or a circle punch. It's just nice to have that little plaid surface. Then we have some great words. Let's have a look. We have Merry Christmas. We have there. Let's see what they say. I know I should clean off my Stamparatus. We'll stamp the words in black. Then there's a big bow that we're going to use. And maybe we'll use that when we make the card. Here, Merry Christmas, you are always loved. And then I had another one. Okay, I found the last two sayings. And you know what? I have to zoom out because now I'm being irresponsible. There we go. And pardon the glare on there. It's really not nice. You know, when we move, I'm going to get better lighting. But right now, we're only in this house for another year. Gerard is dealing with some horrid things in the greenhouse right now. He has a virus in one of his flowers. And that means he's going to have to throw out 100,000 bulbs. So it's really bad. And so, yeah, we can't be just spending money on something that we're only going to be using for a year. So my lighting is going to have to wait. There we go. May your days be furry and bright. Woof. Now, won't your pet-loving, dog-loving people just love this stamp set and love to get a Christmas card like this? They might not all be Scotty dog lovers, but for Christmas, we can maybe change our mind a little bit. Okay, so now I want to show you this. So this, I thought, yeah, what is that? And I thought this was actually a bone maybe, but it's not. So let's take a look. We're going to make a red present with a black bow. And you know, that's Gerard's flower situation is one of the reasons that I've decided to actually, you know, really, instead of just doing it as a hobby here in Holland, I'm going to grow my business. I'm really excited. I know how to build a good team, and I might as well do it in Europe. I'm really excited about it. I met some fantastic European demos. So if you live in Europe and you want to join a very fun team, this is it. Because there's one thing that I am about, and that is fun. It's all about the treats. Life is too short not to have fun. That's the way I roll. And I also love to share what I know. So yeah, I'm excited. All right, here we go. We've got a black bow on a red present. How cute is that? Yeah. Okay, I was squealing a little bit there. That is something. Now, the rest we don't need the Stamparatus for. Are you ready to see the card? Are you ready to make a puffy dog? Here, first I'm going to show you a look. It also comes with some great snowflakes. Aren't they beautiful? There. So this set really does have it all. Let's have a look. And we're going to do some stamping. Okay. So we're going to start with a basic white mat that's 2 7/8 by 7 7/8. Okay. And before I do anything else, I need to wipe off my Stamparatus because it is messy. Be very careful with those tiny little stamps. Put them on a block or put them right back into your stamp set. They are so easy to lose. Okay, let's clamp that down. So your basic white mat, 2 7/8 by 7 7/8. And now I want to do 3 dogs. I want to do the regular dog in the middle. Of course, he's missing, like so. And I'm trying to just eyeball where the middle is. That's good. Or maybe a little higher. Because before, you know what? The dog was not the first thing I need to do. I first want to do the bow. So I have this cute little bow that's going to go across. I'm just going to put it in the middle, kind of. There. We'll stamp that up on red. So this is going to be a red and black card with a pop of balmy blue snowflakes. So, and you'll see how important it is. That's pretty good with the red, but it's not perfectly pop, wow, solid red. So you do it again, and look at that. Now it's gorgeous. And then, oh, now how am I going to do that? Ah! I'm going to lay it upside down and put it like so. Get the black out of the way. Wipe this off. I know it takes a little bit, but it's a long, skinny card, and it's just fun to do, so it's worth it. I'm going to put it like so. There. Beautiful. I do love it when you use a lot of the stamps on the same card. Now we're going to flip it this way and clean it off again. Now sometimes you have to be careful when you clean it. If you've just cleaned your chamois and there's a little bit of extra moisture, you don't want water. So just tap it off a little bit on a grid paper. And now we're just going to lay this one like so. There. And a little ink. And one more layer of ink just to nice and bright. Now, I don't know why is that cut off. Oh no, it just does that. Okay, I thought I did something wrong. Okay, so now we have our ribbon going all the way across. I'm just going to do 1 dog. I'm not going to do 3, and you'll see why in a minute. I'm getting a bit lazy. We're going to do the middle dog again here. And we'll take this off. And I just want to show you how the bow and the collar was done. So just put your piece of paper tightly into the corner again. We're going to use basic black, the memento, for a nice black dog. And then I'm going to show you how to give his bow and his collar. And the rest is history. And then I'm going to show you how to do the sentiment, which is going to look really... I actually did quite well on the first go with that. But we're going to make him even blacker. Beautiful. Okay, and now the bow. So first the little piece. So we're going to lay that on his neck. It's a little tricky because it's a skinny little piece. And I'm working at it from the edge. I'm just hoping it's going to be good. You will do better at home. And truthfully, I'm even thinking that instead of using this, you could just use a red blend. Oh yeah, watch this. I'm going to get a red blend because this could happen to you too. Oh goodness, I thought I paused it and I didn't. Sorry. Okay, so I have my red blend and I'm just going to fill it in because if you're like me, you can have a crooked eye and look, that works just as better. I get it. You might not have a red blend. You could use a red marker. If you don't like the fiddling of the stamps, don't feel that just because there is a stamp, you have to use it because that's kind of silly, right? So now we have this bow, which I'm going to put here. And then you can do the same thing with the other dogs. The sitting one, the standing one. There, how cute is that? One more layer though, because we want it to be nice and bright red. There, that is so nice. And then I just gonna do a little bit. I did a few snowflakes just around like so, and you can keep going obviously. And then look what it turns into. I'm gonna show you. We're gonna move this, and then look what I did. Here we go. So just, I started with the dog and then I did a dog on either side. I did the same thing with the collars and I added more snow. And then I want to show you, you want to put it on a basic black mat of 3 inches by 8 inches. So we've got our white at 2 7/8 by 7 7/8. We're going to put it on a piece of black and then we're going to put it on a red base card, which is 7 by 8.5 scored at 3.5. So it's a fun card. And then once I have this card together, I'm going to show you how to make the Puffy dog. And I tried to give my Puffy dog an eye with our pearl accents, like they come liquid in a pot. Oh my goodness, I had a total catastrophe yesterday. The thing exploded on me. And then in the end, I wasn't too thrilled with the eye anyway, so I'm going to use something different today. Now, those pearl accents are great. I do love them, but perhaps not for a Scotty eye. Okay, so we're going to put this on the red card. And I forget, this card is not my original idea. I saw it online. I think this card is from Kate Bolt. Okay, I met Kate in Vienna. So Kate, thank you so much for this awesome card. I love it. And I'm happy to be making this video. There. Get rid of that. Okay, so now how did I make this? Because this is kind of fun, this saying like this. I'm going to pop it up. It's just more interesting than doing a rectangle. So I'm going to use some black dimensionals. The links for the products that I've used will be in the video. So if you want to shop online, I try to make it easy for you. And Black Friday special, if you shop with me, instead of getting 1 free tutorial, you will get 2 free PDF tutorials. There, and you can add a little bit of red bling if you want, but I'm going to show you how I did that. So we're going to grab our Stamparatus again, just a piece of white, and I'll finish this guy off later. Cute, cute. So, oh, my white piece. Okay, right here. And then we're going to put that fun saying on there. May your days be furry and bright. And I want it to the one side. Hopefully I cleaned this. If I didn't, we're in trouble. I did clean it. Awesome. Okay, we're going to stamp it in red, real red. Here. And once more, because it's not that bright. It might be time for me to re-ink my stamp. You do need to re-ink your stamps every once in a while. Okay, now we're going to trim this. Close my ink pad. So I'm going to trim it. I don't want it to be too big because the bigger it is, I'm going to actually even trim it along the bottom. I don't want to cover up my Scotty dog so much. So I'm going to make it even smaller than the one that I already had. A little bit more. I want to cut off the top of my letters. Going to 3/4 of an inch. And now I want to just trim this on an angle. Okay, like so. And then, this is the easy part, we're going to take this and just simply adhere it to a piece of black. This is just a scrap I had laying around. You just want it to be bigger than your white piece, obviously, and longer. Slide it off. And in the corner, just try to make your margins even. There. So now I'm taking my trimmer and I'm just eyeballing it. So, because you have to just look at the groove. That's where you want it to be. Oops. There. And then we're going to keep this angle piece close to the groove. There. I'm keeping it even with the light piece on my trimmer. I'm hoping. There. And there we have it. So now, this one's smaller than my other one. I'm very happy about that. Look. This one was pretty big. This one's, oh, you know what? It's almost exactly the same. It's a little bit smaller, but it's already taped down. So you know what? It's too late. I need to accept it. Okay, so we have a piece of white left over. So I'm going to punch another Scotty dog. And you can actually have him going the other way with the punch. So that's cool. We're going to take, it's called Snowfall Accents Puff Paint. And I'm just going to grab my silicone mat because I don't want to make my paper dirty. And I'm just going to daub it all over in little spots like this. Oh, not like that. That really went. I'm just going to spread that around now. And we'll see what happens. I haven't used this for a while and I thought it was thicker. So that wasn't good. But we'll see if it still works. Then that's good news. I'm just spreading it a little bit. So it's just a bit of a mess. And that's okay. I want to get to the corners of his nose. And now we're going to get the heat gun and puff it up. And if it's not, oh, there's a bit much too. Oh, goodness gracious, Jackie. All right, well, let's see what happens. If I can do this, girls and boys, then so can you. Let me just close up my ink pads for a minute, clear off my space. And now let's get the heat gun. I need to move it. All right, here we go. I'm hoping it doesn't blow around. You know what? I have tools, people. I have tools. I'm going to hold on to it so it doesn't blow around. I'm going to have to do this with 2 hands. One hand holding him gently. There, now he won't blow. Okay. Heat gun is on number 2. And you can watch this just toast up like a marshmallow. It's starting. The first time when you first start, there it goes a little bit. Yeah. It takes a little while for the heat gun to work. If you do a few of these in a row, it'll start going much more quickly. There it goes. And I think the longer you do it, the more it puffs up. See, look at that. So he's looking pretty furry. Look at his tail. Oh, yeah. And his ears. And now I'm just going to let him go. Whoa. See, and I think you could probably add more puffiness, but you don't want him to look too perfect, okay? So just let him be. And then I thought it would be fun to use these black matte dots. And let me grab my pokey tool. And then we're going to give him a bow. Now, is that too big? No, I don't think it is. There. I like that better than my puff painty one. Now I'm going to try to fix my puff painting one because I think that there's still hope. So here is my pearlized enamel effective effects basics. Now mine was plugged, and trust me, if that happens to you, do not squeeze till the cows come home because all of a sudden it went flying, and I'm just going to show you what it looked like. This is, I cleaned it a little bit. Look there. Oh, in a huge puddle. Now mind you, I'm Dutch, so I scooped it back here. I'm trying. I should probably not do this on my Scotty dog. Okay, let's do it on here for a minute. Oh, give it a shake. There. Now he has a nice eye, and it will dry shiny and black. It looks a little gray now, but I think my first dot was a little watery because I had rinsed this thing off, and it probably wasn't very good. So that is a really fantastic product. It comes in white, black, and red, so you can make your own pearls. So it's a great product, and yeah, I think that's all I have to show you. Oh, he needs a bow, doesn't he? Let's see. Oh, I have this one. And you know what? See how my bow is off a little bit? Don't throw that out, okay? You don't need to throw it out. I'm looking for my scissors. Of course, I can't find them. Oh, that was my laptop just flying off. Goodness. Here. There. All right, I'm back. I'm back. There's never a dull moment with Pampered Stamper. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to do this. I'm using my ribbon scissors on paper. Oh. But I'm going to do it because I can't find my other ones. So I'm just trimming this like so. And that's just fine. It's raining again in Holland. It is a rainy November. We can't complain though. We had such a nice fall. So here I have my bow. And to put it on this puffy stuff, I find that the most effective way to do that is with some liquid glue. Okay. There, I've been pretty generous with it so that it kind of seeps into, let's see if I can use my tweezers. It seeps into the cracks a little bit. There. That's super cute. I have to say, he's really stinking cute. So that's what you can do with your Scotty dog. And here he is. Let's see. And there you go. So I hope that you enjoyed the card. Here it is again. And let me zoom back out so that you can see better. There. So that's the stamp set and the punch and the basic white mat, the basic black mat, and oh, don't know where the red one went, but that's okay. And the Scotty Dog Punch is 30% off on December 1st. But if you buy the bundle, it's 10% off, and I honestly don't think it's worth waiting to get that savings because you might not get it. Like, people really do go crazy when the last chance sale goes out. So anyway, guys, I just want to say thank you ever so much for joining me. If you want to be on my newsletter list, send me a message, or you can just go onto my blog, thepamperedstamper.com, and you can just click on I want to get your newsletter, because my newsletter will tell you all about my bingo coming up in December and also about some team opportunities. So, all right, guys, it's been a pleasure. Have a super day. Bye.